Well, Zach, firstly, we'll have a quick look back over the Christmas period and the games in there. Mixed fortunes for Rotherham United. How's it been for you as a group? A busy time of year?
Yeah, it always is. It's been tough. Um, the schedule's always congested. Um, not too much training on the pitch, is more about recovering and preparing for the next game. Um, but yeah, I think we've got through it half okay. Um, got a really good result against Lincoln away, which was much needed for morale and to give something back to the fans. Um, yeah, they've been brilliant travelling all over the country. So yeah, to get the 3 points and to send them home happy was amazing. Yeah.
We'll cover a bit more of that Lincoln victory in a minute, but the pick of the results over the festive period seemingly was the win over Northampton, a clean sheet and a convincing win as well.
Yeah, I think from start to finish, I think we dominated that game. Yeah, it was nice to get 3 goals and to be relatively comfortable as well. That always makes the game a lot easier when your strikers are putting the ball in the back of the net and being clinical. So ultimately, yeah, that was a very good one. Yeah.
For the fans sat in the stand, it's seemed like they've seen flashes of what this Rotherham United team are capable of. Is that kind of how it's felt while you've been out there on the pitch?
Yeah, I think that's probably been our story throughout the season, really. I think there's been moments where it's clicked, and then there's been a lot of other moments where it just doesn't seem to click. So yeah, I think now with finding our way a bit further into the season, I think the team cohesion and understanding is definitely developing a lot more. So long may it continue. Hopefully we can build on that and pick up some more good results.
I've talked about the team coming together on a personal level. You've played plenty of games recently. There was that bout of illness you had that kept you out, but how have you found your own form?
Yeah, good. I think playing week in, week out definitely helps. I think naturally you build momentum, and then playing alongside Hacks for a few games now, you get the opportunity to build a rapport with your defensive partner. Throughout the season, there's been a lot of chopping and changing with injury or illness or whatever it may be. So yeah, to keep a level of consistency in the back line is definitely helped.
That level of consistency in the back line, always good, as you say. Touch on someone who kind of stole the headlines at Lincoln City, Cameron Humphreys, who has been one of your defensive partners throughout the season, a little bit further forward. What was that like for you?
It was strange to begin with, seeing him playing ahead of me, but yeah, like once the game got going and stuff, and he was just making himself available on the ball, carrying the ball up the pitch, cool, composed, making the right decision mostly every single time he got the ball. Yeah, he's got so much ability. So yeah, to see him step into the team and perform like that, yeah, I was really pleased for him.
You touched on his ability in possession there as well, but as a defender just behind him, did it kind of give you an extra ring of steel in front of that back line?
Yeah, it did, to be fair. Any loose balls in the middle, Cam was just there mopping up every single time. Yeah, it was. It made me and Hax's life that little bit easier, in all fairness. So yeah, it was a change, but I'll say it was a good one.
And you've already mentioned the Lincoln result and how positive that was for the group. Out on the pitch, did it feel like you were always in control of that one? You had chance after chance, and it kind of always felt, in the stands anyway, like it was coming, that result?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think, again, similar to Northampton, we dominated from minute one, really. It's just about, I don't know, when the clock's ticking and it's getting later on in the game, you start thinking, after missing a few chances, is it going to fall for us and is it going to get into the back of the net? But yeah, Pauli stepped up as calm as you like, especially with the state of the game, and he slotted it in to give us a lead, and then from there I felt there was no way we were going to let it slip and drop any points. I knew we were going to walk away with the 3 points, and that's how it ended up being. So
Do you think it said a lot about the togetherness of this group and what you want to try and achieve? Because I remember seeing the highlights yesterday, and to a man, yourself included, you were all congratulating Joe Powell after that goal in that corner.
Yeah, I think it hasn't been easy this season as a whole, really. And I think as a result of that, there is a sense of the group coming together to kind of get through the tough times and the sticky moments. So I think that's probably what the likes of yourselves and the fans are seeing now as a team that are together and are willing to fight for each other and fight for the badge. So yeah, it's only a positive. Even through negative times, there's always some good that comes out of it. So yeah, I'll probably say that's one of them for sure.
And those scenes at the end, the fans, their own rendition of "Don't Look Back in Anger," it felt like there was something for them to get behind. How important is it to now go and kick on at Huddersfield, a big game there?
Yeah, the atmosphere after the game was unbelievable. Yeah, seeing the fans travelling in numbers, especially after such a busy period and also an expensive one for everybody. So yeah, to spend their hard-earned money and still follow us after a period like that is it was amazing. Singing full voice, a new song that they've come up with and chosen. So yeah, it was excellent. Hopefully more of the same, Huddersfield away. Yeah. Hopefully they could be in full voice. We can be full throttle once again, take the game to Huddersfield and hopefully come back with 3 points.
Does a challenge like this one against a team that are so good on paper kind of add to the motivation for you guys as well?
I think we need to approach every single team in the league the same way, to be honest with you. I think if you look at the results throughout the season, I think a lot of the time it's a case of anyone can beat anyone, really. So yeah, they're having a decent season. They're higher up in the table than we are currently. But at the end of the day, it's a game of football, 90 minutes. When we're at our best and we're flying, I think we're hard for any team in the division to stop. So yeah, I think it's a case of us focusing on what we need to do and how we can perform the best we can. And I think if we do that, I think the result will come naturally.